It looks like America is over award shows. This is Neon, this is Clownfish TV, Geeky Sparkle sitting this video out, but she will be back tomorrow. Let's talk about the Emmys, because, you know, I forgot they were a thing. Apparently a lot of people forgot they were a thing or just didn't care because the ratings were bad. They were bad. The awards dipped below 6 million viewers for the first time ever. Now, there are some YouTubers out there that get 6 million views in the first hour on their videos. This is the Emmys, the freaking Emmys, which is a big circle jerk for Hollywood, which might be why people aren't watching it. It seems like more and more people are tuning out from award shows. They don't want to watch it. They don't want to watch Hollywood massage itself on TV, and nobody cares. Nobody cares! So we're going to talk about that. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. Guys, over 275,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Speaking of support, Crimson Wren, 9 days left. 9 days left on Indiegogo to back this campaign. So yeah, we're at almost $55,000, almost $55,000. Now we'll probably go in demand for a while. I'm not sure how long until we are, you know, finalized with all the files. I mean, this book is pretty much done. It is a 130-page full-color graphic novel, just needs lettered and printed, and that's it. And it's ready to go. 10 years in the making, guys. 10 years in the making on this one, so we're pretty excited to finally be able to do it. But yeah, so check it out. I'm going to put a link in the comments. Let's talk about the Emmys. Because nobody's watching award shows, right? We've talked about this at length. I mean, I think the death knell for award shows was actually Ricky Gervais of the Golden Globes, basically saying what everybody has been thinking for years, but they haven't been allowed to say, which is Hollywood is up its own ass. Nobody wants to watch people congratulate, you know, millionaires congratulating other millionaires, and thanking a bunch of industry people that nobody really knows who they are. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of the same with comic book awards too. I mean, the Eisner Awards, it's the same thing. It's basically a marketing tool at this point. And I think at one point in time, those awards had more merit, but they're definitely not the popular choice awards. It is the industry congratulating itself, recognizing itself, and then of course you get to throw a label on your Blu-ray box set that you were Emmy nominated, Emmy winning, Academy Award winning, blah, 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 blah. And the trailer is to try to get, you know, butts in seats or people to buy your DVDs, your Blu-rays. And same with comic books. You know, the Eisner Awards exist solely as a promotional tool for publishers. And there certainly are a lot of tools, you know, on these award shows, and people are over it. They're over it. They're done. You know, Kenan Thompson, though, I actually like him quite a bit. I like Good Burger. Good Burger was fun. It was actually, my daughter was watching Good Burger. God, I think it was just a couple months ago she was watching it. And I'm like, damn, that was a good movie. That was a good movie, but it still didn't bring people out. So this is coming from The Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter knows award shows are over. TV ratings, Emmys fall to all-time low again, below 6 million viewers. The Emmy Awards fell to an all-time low in viewers for the third time in the past 4 years. NBC's broadcast of the 74th primetime Emmys averaged 5.92 million viewers, the first time it has fallen below the 6 million mark. The previous low came in 2020 when 6.36 million people watched the telecast. Monday's show averaged a 1.09 rating among adults 18 to 49, also an all-time low for the Emmys. Oh my God, imagine that. Last year's Emmys ceremony, which aired on CBS, they just kind of move it around, I guess, reversed 2 straight years of all-time lows. That broadcast drew 7.83 million viewers. Blah, blah, blah. HBO's The White Lotus was the big winner. They're talking about the winners. They're not telling you why people tuned out. They're not telling you why people tuned out. So let's go out to the New York Post, where they're going to tell you why people think that the Emmys are meaningless, why over 40% of Americans think award shows like the Emmys are meaningless. The award goes to who cares? Apparently, more than 40% of Americans would agree that the Television Academy's Emmys are meaningless, a new poll revealed. I forgot the Emmys were even a thing until I started seeing Hollywood Reporter emails show up in my inbox. A survey of 1,000 people, which was conducted by one poll, unveiled that only 34% of respondents actually plan on watching the Emmys. Well, it looks like, you know, they were true to their word. They didn't freaking watch it. Nobody cares. The poll's a stark contrast from the 61% of people who said they watched the award show at least sometimes. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's also a shock since 53% of those surveyed said they watch the most TV at 15 hours or more weekly. They're just not watching the Emmys. You know what's more interesting than the Emmys? The thumbnail for this article. Surgeon struggles to remove live snake from woman's ear in viral video. Oh my God. Obviously, those who never really watch TV said they have no interest in watching the Emmys, with 93% of the anti-TV group expressing the sentiment. Last year, CBS scored a larger audience. Blah, 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 blah. Poll takers could not care less about which shows win. I didn't even know what was nominated. In fact, they said the disinterest in the Emmys could have explained the 44% of people who believe the Television Academy of out of touch, while 43% said they should be picking better Emmy nominees. In fact, there was such disinterest that respondents had difficulties naming the nominated performers. I had no idea. I had no idea who was even nominated this year. Not at all. Only 4 actors were correctly named by more than 10% of people, including people from Squid Games and Stranger Things. But when shown photos of various celebrities, respondents could identify a few more from Euphoria, Killing Eve, and Atlanta. However, Nicholas Braun of HBO Succession fame was only identifiable by 7% of people. Nobody gives a shit. They just don't give a shit. This is funny. I mean, this is everything Ricky Gervais said a couple of years ago, that these celebrities are so out of touch and that Hollywood is so out of touch where people really are right now. And, you know, I mean, especially during the pandemic, I mean, people were struggling to keep their jobs. They were struggling to keep their businesses open. They were losing loved ones. It was horrible. And we had to watch a bunch of celebrities get up on stage, multi-millionaires, and just congratulate each other for existing, you know. And it was just really not a good time. Not a good time. Not a good look. And Ricky Gervais roasted the hell out of him. He was 100% right. And I think we're going to continue to see this decline. The best thing the Emmys could do is just do, like, here's an hour-long recap of the private Emmy event in Hollywood. Because people are out of love, you know, they're out of love with celebrities. They don't give a shit. You know, here's an hour-long spiel. We're going to throw it up on the internet if you want to watch it. Here are the highlights. Here's a list of winners. And that's it. That's all it's going to be, because that's all people have the attention span for. They don't care. They don't care about Hollywood like they did. People are not enamored of celebrities like they were, you know, and the gods have been made mortal, right? They've been made mortal. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.